What is going on, everybody? This is Football Exclusive, and welcome back to another prediction video. And today we are doing the USC Trojans. And just before we get started, I just want to say that me and Jane have been talking about doing something special for you guys as a series. We're not exactly going to say what it is yet because it's not really official, but we are talking about it. And with all the quarantine stuff going on, I know you guys might be bored out of your minds. Some of y'all might be having a great time out of school and all that, or possibly even out of work. I heard they reopened a little bit anyway. But if you want to see something to help you guys out, go ahead and comment down below, and Jay and I will definitely talk about it and consider it. But anyway, USC Trojans. Pretty solid team, I would say. Went 7-5 last year. I don't remember how they did in their bowl game. But they're a pretty solid team. I expect them to do better. But how good can they do? Let's go ahead and look at their schedule. Not a bad, or a pretty rough start. You have the Alabama Crimson Tide to start off the season. It's a neutral site game. I don't really think that'll matter much anyway. I think Bama will be able to handle USC easily. Might be interesting in the first quarter or even the first half, but then Alabama will eventually pull away. I don't expect it to be too close, just because Alabama's the next level. That's how you can put it, I guess. I know they lost Tua Tagovailoa, but I do expect Mac Jones to be pretty solid. He did look pretty well, or looked good after Tua's injury when he had to take up for him. All right, next, New Mexico. USC should be able to win that with little competition, maybe a little bit, and maybe run into a couple problems. But at the end of the day, USC should have an easy time out there. At Stanford, this is not an easy game, but I do think USC will win, even though it's on the road. I just don't think Stanford can really compete, I guess would be the right word, with USC. I don't think it'll be a blowout necessarily, but I do think that USC will probably have a couple possession lead on top of Stanford. Next up is Arizona State. I do like their quarterback down there. They could score some points, but I do think USC is better overall. So Arizona State will score some points, but USC, I believe, will more than likely win that game. So not too bad of a start for USC. They're 3-1. Not too bad. Then next you have Utah on the road. This is a pretty hard game. I went back and forth a lot on this. And a lot of people do expect USC to win this game. I can honestly see it go either way. But the thing is, they both have quite a bit of returning production. Utah lost a couple guys, I know, but you got a tight end that was honorable mention. Then you have several offensive line that were in the honorable mention for Utah, and then you have a couple linebacker and defensive end, I believe. You might want to fact check me on that, but I do believe that happened. I know they had a couple honorable mentions down there on the defensive side. But with that, I do think Utah will win that game, and because it's on the road, I can honestly see it go either way, but just because it's on the road, I think that's really just going to separate this. And playing on the road is a hard thing to do in any game and any opponent. Next up, you have California. That should be a fairly easy win. Not too hard, not too easy. At Arizona, that should be a easy win. Probably easier than California. Then you have your bye week, and then you got Colorado. Colorado is just not one of those teams that can really compete against hard competition. I do think USC is hard competition. Not Alabama level, but USC is a pretty solid team. Then at Oregon. Oregon is just the better team, in my opinion. And just because it's on the road, that's an even harder thing to do. So I do think Oregon will win that game. I don't expect it to be a blowout. I do think Alabama will be harder for USC than the Ducks. I think it'll be a fairly close game, probably a touchdown or 10-point lead for the Ducks. So I do expect some competitiveness in this game. Then Washington lost their starter quarterback, Jacob Eason. He was a really big help for the Huskies. So that's a huge loss for Washington. So I do expect Washington to struggle. And USC has them at home, so that's another advantage USC has over them. And I think USC will be able to win this game against Washington. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a running nose right now. Then at UCLA, it's on the road and everything. Chip Kelly just hasn't been able to really help UCLA out if he's still around. Like I said, he's just not getting UCLA on the tracks yet. If he ever does, it's only a matter of if he's actually going to do it. And if he does, then it's when. I don't know if it's this year or not. It's not looking like it, in my opinion. So I think USC will win that game. Then Notre Dame, that's another big game. USC has them at home. I do expect Ian Brook to be pretty good this year. But the thing is with Ian Brook is he struggles in big games. Like you can look at Georgia and other games he has played in. What was it, Clemson in the playoffs? I think he was there. I saw this the other day, someone talking about it. But Ian Brook does struggle in big games, and the stats show it. And this is a pretty big game for Notre Dame, in my opinion. So I expect Ian Brook to struggle, and that's why I think USC will get the win in this game. Very big win for the Trojans. And I expect y'all to go 9-3. That's a pretty solid record. You're going into a pretty good bowl game with that kind of winning percentage. You can be happy with that. And you guys can keep getting better and improving off of that. And that's all for this video. Please like and subscribe if you didn't already. And stay on the lookout for some new series or ideas to come out. Please comment down below your ideas. And if you want, you can comment down below your opinion and record on the Trojans and disbeliefs you have or agreements. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.